Thursday, February 29th, 2024. This is a Samsung S22 gallery settings options. Update app. Well, not now. Sync with OneDrive. It's built in. It's built in to be able to do that. You have to sign into your Samsung account, though, to sync with OneDrive. I'm not doing that. Full screen scrolling. Oh, gallery is the built-in Samsung app, because the Galaxy S22 is a Samsung phone, so gallery is the built-in photo and video app. So these are options for it. But what I'm looking at down here is this function. It says place names, right here, place names. Yeah. Share shot data and locations with FourSquare to show landmarks, businesses, and place names. Gallery will let FourSquare, this is a built-in function. This is not my choosing. This is built in. You either turn this on or you don't. It's built in. Gallery will let FourSquare process the metadata and location tags in your pictures and videos. FourSquare privacy policy. Foursquares won't be able to see any of your pictures or videos. They'll only get GPS coordinates and information about your phone. You can stop sharing your info at any time by turning off Show Place Names in Gallery Settings. I agreed to let FourSquare collect location data. Well, of course, I'm not doing that because I don't know much about FourSquare, but here's FourSquare's privacy policy. Remember, this is built in. So Samsung Corporation, who builds the Galaxy S22, has a pre-existing relationship with FourSquare. It's part of the permanent architecture of the phone. Yeah. So let's look at the FourSquare privacy policy. FourSquare, legal, Privacy Center, Consumer Apps and Website, FourSquare Privacy Policy, Consumer Services Privacy Policy, last updated December 13th, 2023, so, I don't know, 2 months ago. English or Korean are the two language choices, because Samsung is a Korean company. That's who makes the Galaxy phones. This is the Galaxy S22. Download a copy of this privacy policy. I'll do that right now. FourSquare privacy policy. FourSquare privacy policy for consumer services explains how FourSquare collects, uses, and shares your personal data. This privacy policy applies globally to all applications, websites, and other online services offered by FourSquare and our affiliates. I guess globally means inside the EU as well. I wonder if this complies with the EU's enhanced data protection policy. Please see our developer and enterprise services privacy policy for details about our information practices related to our developer and enterprise services about location data. Location data is a type of personal data that, when collected and used responsibly, can help you navigate and interact with the physical and digital worlds around you. Location data is collected using various technologies such as the location services of your operating system or browser, sensor data from your device, and other data that may help us understand your precise location. Ever type in a business name into Uber? Ever type in a business name into Uber? No, I don't type business names into Uber. Or tag your location in a photo before sharing on Twitter? No, I don't do that. I wonder if this is talking about Uber drivers. I put an address in Uber, I guess. I don't know. Or have you ever received a notification for a coupon when you're passing by your favorite fast food joint? Oh, I see. I'm driving past and I get a coupon. So the coupon service is tied to my phone because it's using my location. Yeah. Foursquare powers these features with Uber and Twitter specifically. Those are the only two listed. I'm sure they do business with other places. Most importantly, location data should only be collected when you say it is okay to do so, and you should be able to change your mind at any time. The collection of location data should also benefit you, the user. That's why we only allow partners to use our location technology if they can demonstrate that the use of our technology is necessary to offer benefits and provide value to consumers who opt in to sharing their location data. You can visit our privacy stance. Oh, that's different than privacy policy. To learn more about our position on important privacy matters, you can control the collection of location data at any time through your device settings. While the exact settings may differ depending on your device, typically you will be given options that range from never sharing to being asked to share each time you open an app, to only sharing while using an app, to always sharing. When location data settings are set to always, i.e. persistent background location is turned on, your device's location data will be shared with us even if you are not actively using our apps or other consumer services. Foursquare is also a participating member of the Network Advertising Initiative's Precise Location Solution Provider Enhanced Standards, which that's the thing that probably lets me get a coupon when I'm going by your place. Okay. Which, among other things, requires that participating members not allow the use of, sell, or share any information about device or user activity correlated to a known sensitive point of interest, including places of religious worship, correctional facilities, places that may be used to infer an LGBTQ plus identification, places that may be used to infer engagement with explicit sexual contact, material, or acts, places primarily intended to be occupied by children under 16, domestic abuse shelters, including rape crisis centers, welfare or homeless shelters and halfway houses, dependency or addiction treatment centers, medical facilities that cater predominantly to sensitive conditions such as cancer centers, HIV/AIDS, fertility or abortion clinics, mental health treatment facilities or emergency room trauma centers, places that may be used to infer refugee or immigrant status, such as refugee or immigration centers and immigration services, credit repair, debt services, bankruptcy services, or payday lending institutions, temporary places of assembly, such as political rallies, marches, or protests during the times that such rallies, marches, or protests take place, or military bases. Well, the only way you could know if a location was inferring these things if they already knew where all these places were to begin with. I mean, come on. Commitment to accountability. Foursquare participates in the following organizations and programs. Digital Advertising Alliance. Foursquare designs our products to adhere to the DAA self-regulatory. Oh, so it's not regulated, it's self-regulatory. Well, we know how that works out. And your ad choices. Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's Google and who knows who else. I mean, I don't know, Microsoft, Google, big tech ad choices. Network Advertising Initiative. The Precise Location Solution Provider Enhanced Standards, EU, UK, Swiss, US Data Privacy Framework. Personal data we collect and process. The nature of the data collected often depends on the consumer services you're using. However, there are three main types of personal data we collect. Data you choose to provide, data automatically collected, data from third parties, business partners, developers, enterprise customers, data suppliers, brokers, and advertising networks. Oh, brokers. Oh, yeah, they just announced. I heard an announcement from the podium in the James P. Brady press briefing room that President Biden is signing an executive order, I think yesterday, February 28th, regarding data privacy and data brokers. I guess it's going to impact this company right here, FourSquare. Social media, FourSquare service providers. At a glance, FourSquare's data collection consumer services. I can't read that. That's too small. How we use your personal data. Account registration, personalization, business operations, communications, marketing and advertising, rewards, contests, sweepstakes, events, research and innovation, product and service development, visits, attribution, audiences, aggregated products and services, points of interest, security, protect your rights and property, comply with law and industry standards, disclosing your personal data, disclosures with your consent or at your direction, disclosures to affiliates, disclosures to service providers and for business purposes, disclosure to enterprise customers, disclosure to advertising partners, disclosure to comply with law and protect our rights. Our rights. Oh, the rights of the company, not my rights. Yes. Disclosure for corporate transactions. How we secure and retain your personal data. Children's privacy, cookies and cellular. Your privacy choice is global. Your privacy choice is U.S. consumers, specific U.S. state residents, international data transfers. Contact us. Changes to this privacy policy. FourSquare, products, developer, legal resources company. Products. Places, Studio, Movement SDK, Places API, UGC APIs, Discovery APIs, Attribution, Audience Proximity, Business Listing, City Guide, Swarm app. Oh, what's a Swarm app? FourSquare, Swarm. Remember everywhere. Explore it on App Gallery. Download on the App Store. Get it on Google Play. New York. Giuliana's Pizza in Dumbo. That's in Brooklyn, or the Brooklyn Bridge. Emily Graham. Well, I don't know what this is. Well, what does this do? What does this app do? What does Swarm app do? Remember everywhere? I don't know. I don't know what it does. FourSquare. Oh, 2024, lovingly made in New York City, Chicago, Seattle, and LA. Yeah, New York City passed something to promote app developers in the city. They did. I wonder if this is part of that. Help. FourSquare's house rules. Here's the thing. FourSquare is great. Help us keep it that way by following a simple support center, consumer app support, getting started, FourSquare's house rules. Here's the thing. FourSquare is great. Help us keep it that way by following a simple set of house rules developed for and by our community. Find all your friends on FourSquare. FourSquare is better with your friends. Find friends in the app or on the web at foursquare.com/import. Only friend people you know and wouldn't mind sharing your location with. Sending mass requests to people you don't know is a big no-no. What should really go under not cool, but we like to keep things positive. Add shouts and photos to your check-ins. Shouts add context and conversation to where you are. Think of this as the what we are doing part of a check-in, like with Tamara, Nina, and Tracy, or finally trying the double animal style, and photos make your check-in stand out. Leave tips for others. Leave useful tips on locations you're familiar with. Give recommendations for what to order at a restaurant. Try the curry ginger milkshake. Not on the menu, but so good. Or other insider information. Come on a weekday to avoid lines. That would be the same kind of helpful info you'd pass on to a friend. Bonus, other people will like your tips. The more likes you get, the more your reputation as an expert will grow. Boy, I'm really familiar with this whole concept. I sure am. Yeah, I am. I've read about this. I've read about it, that's all. Add places and tips to your to-do list. It'll let you remember what you want to try next and create other lists to show just how much you know about comic book stores or to share your chicken nugget know-how. Right, chicken nugget know-how. Upload a handsome profile photo. Be sure to choose a photo when you sign up. A good photo also helps friends recognize you when they're sending friend requests. Use Foursquare to make the most of where you are. If you're in a new area or deciding where to go in your city, open the Foursquare app and browse in the Explorer tab to discover that hole-in-the-wall spot of your dreams and tips. Try the wasabi ice cream. It'll blow your mind around you. Just tap the search icon to look for what you're craving, like Mexican restaurant, nachos, or Joe's Tacos. Be respectful of other people. Duh. Keep the Foursquare community positive. Harassing other people through photos, tips, lists, shouts, or places is so not cool. Just be nice and respectful instead. Comprende? Not cool. We don't like it when you check in when you're not at a place. It makes us sad. Only check in when you're there. Remember, only one check-in per day at a place counts towards mayorships. So no need to check in more than once at the same exact place. If you check in too often in a short period of time, you'll see the rapid fire check-in error message. Also, checking in across the globe from where you are at is discouraged. We know you love badges, but it's only really fun if you earn them fairly. Try not to add places to Foursquare that don't actually exist. A place on Foursquare should be a social location where people can actually meet up. Oh, and places like Snowpocalypse that are based around a temporary real event are social and therefore okay. Confused? Well, we think that if people are enjoying checking into a place and it's not hurting anyone, that it's legit. Examples of what not to add: your car, your bed, stuck in traffic, your mom. Make sure to search for a place before adding it to our system. That's the best way to prevent duplicates. Please refrain from checking in to the homes of others unless they are your friends and have invited you to do so. Home venues are sensitive. It can creep people out to see non-friends checking in. Remember, checking into your own home is okay if you're categorized a place as a home. If you are categorized a place as a home, if it will not show up in search to others, but it will show up if you search for it by name, which is why you should choose a unique name and only create a Foursquare venue for someone else's home if you have the permission of the resident owner. Don't create tips or any other content with inappropriate language or negatively directed at another person. They will be deleted. Plus, being nice is better than being mean. Don't spam. Spamming through tips, places, photos, and anything else is not okay. What's spam? So glad you asked. Spam is any content including links to websites selling software, realtor contact information, a listing for your business or other promotion. Uploading similar content to several different places is considered a violation of our terms of service and will cause your account to be deactivated. Tips, places, photos, etc. should be unique to the place they are at and used for others. Don't misuse our trademarks. As our company grows, we need to protect our trademarks or we risk losing our rights to them altogether. You remember what happened to Escalator and Xerox. That said, we love when people create vibrant communities around Foursquare, so we ask that you use FSQ instead of Foursquare or Foursquare, and please make clear that you are unofficial and not affiliated with us. See our trademark guidelines for more details. Isn't it rich? Super users are the dedicated and passionate members of our community. Isn't it queer? Me and last on the ground, you in midair. Send in the clowns. Don't bother, they're here just when I stop. Oh my gosh. Super users are the dedicated and passionate members of our community who help keep Foursquare places organized behind the scenes. You can identify super users by the wing emblem on their profile. Some of the benefits of joining our super user community are live Q&As with Foursquare product teams, monthly newsletters with exclusive content, global meetups and special events, beta programs to test new features before they're released, forums to engage with the community and give product feedback. How can I become a super user? You're a perfectionist who loves proper grammar and spelling. If you twitch a little when you see a duplicate listing, or if you cringe when a place has incorrect or missing information, just log in and fill out this application. To apply, friendly tip, you should read our guidelines first. Super user leveling. Super users range from level 1, beginners, to level 10. Our editing gurus, you can learn more about leveling here. Level up by adding and improving places in Foursquare City Guide or Foursquare Swarm. Each time you advance, you gain additional benefits and influence within the community. Super users, does Foursquare Swarm track my location? Does Foursquare Swarm track my location? Foursquare Swarm deals with location. So in order to work, Foursquare Swarm needs to know your location. Whenever you open and interact with the Foursquare Swarm app, or you're on your mobile device, we use the location information from your mobile device to tailor the Foursquare Swarm experience to your current location, i.e., we'll show you a list of nearby locations, friends, and tips. This information is not shared with others. Your location data is only shared with others when you decide to proactively check in to tell Foursquare Swarm you're at a particular place, or if you've turned on Check In My Friends. If you are experiencing any trouble or having a question to ask, please feel free to reach out to us via the portal. Manage individual locations versus chains. Deleting photos, reporting tips and photos. Foursquare City Guide brand bot. How do I add or edit my menu on Foursquare? Foursquare City Guide brand bot. The Foursquare City Guide brand bot is designed to help publishers and brands generate Foursquare tips from their already written and published reviews, articles, and other forms of content. Brand bot crawls thousands of pages on our site and picks up interesting tidbits that you can easily share with your followers and the entire Foursquare community. As BrandBot visits various pages, it intelligently extracts your insights about physical locations around the world and matches them to places Foursquare knows about. You can now easily generate hundreds of thousands of helpful Foursquare City Guide tips for you to publish, compete with your branding, beautiful images and links back to your company's website. With what user agent does the Foursquare City Guide brand bot access my site? Mozilla 5.0 compatible Foursquare brand bot /1.0. Will BrandBot slow my site down? The BrandBot is designed to make this Foursquare City Guide. It doesn't look like the BrandBot has visited my site, but I'm interested in building my brand's presence on Foursquare City Guide. Is there somewhere I can submit my site to be crawled? Please reach out to us by opening a ticket. Does this article help? Okay. Foursquare.com. Reject all. Foursquare is the leading cloud-based location technology platform for unlocking the power of places and movement. What can Foursquare do for you? List my business. Take me there. List your business on Foursquare City Guide and help discover what makes you great. Find a business, our location platform. About. If it tells you where, it's probably built on Foursquare. We believe in the power of location. What people experience in the real world and the places they go are powerful reflections of who they are and what they care about. We help leading global companies tap into this intelligence to create better customer experiences and smarter business outcomes, all based on the world's leading platform for understanding people, places, and the interactions between them. Learn more about how we can help you drive business impact at location.foursquare.com. Our mission is to create technology that constructs meaningful bridges between digital spaces and physical places. Executive team, Gary Little, President and CEO. Gary Little, President and CEO on LinkedIn. As CEO of FourSquare, Gary is responsible for driving the company mission and vision as the world's most trusted and independent location technology platform. Jonathan Bank, on LinkedIn, as Senior Vice President of Customer Success, Jonathan is responsible for optimizing the operational footprint of the company in order to deliver industry-leading customer experiences while enabling the company to scale along with expected growth opportunities. Mark Ellenbogen, as Chief Legal and Compliance Officer, on LinkedIn, Mark is responsible for guidance regarding litigation, risk, corporate initiatives, risk management, equity, employment, regulatory, and all other legal and compliance matters of FourSquare. Jason Hudak, Senior Vice President of Engineering. Jason leads the company's dynamic engineering team with a focus on culture. Jason is passionate about the power of software and the opportunity to deliver FourSquare's innovative location-based solutions through next-gen platforms. David M., Senior Vice President on LinkedIn as Senior Vice President of Finance. David will oversee FourSquare's accounting, FP&A, financial reporting, investor relations, procurement, tax, and treasury functions on a global basis. Kit Krugman, Senior Vice President, People and Culture, on LinkedIn. As Senior Vice President of People and Culture at FourSquare, Kit is responsible for leading FourSquare's approach to people innovation organizational design. She leads the development of FourSquare's team functions with particular focus on building the organization as a strategic multiplier. Michelle Morelli, on LinkedIn. As Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications, Michelle is responsible for overseeing the brand strategy, communications, and product and performance marketing of FourSquare's apps and enterprise products. Pam Thomas, on LinkedIn, Vice President, Chief of Staff. In her role as Vice President, Chief of Staff, Pam works on a wide array of strategic and operational initiatives, all focused on increasing the velocity of FourSquare's strategy. Jim Watson, on LinkedIn, as Senior Vice President of Global Business Development, Jim works to drive corporate partnerships to accelerate FourSquare's business strategy and provide customers with access to our tools, data, and capabilities across the FourSquare ecosystem. Wade Wagner, on LinkedIn, as Senior Vice President of Global Head of Product, Wade is responsible for the development and execution of FourSquare's product strategy, ensuring the company meets and exceeds the needs of its customers with innovative products and powerful location-based solutions. FourSquare blog, Shape the Future with FourSquare Graph. Introducing the FourSquare Graph, a pioneer in location intelligence. New technology will transform how business value is extracted from movement data. Read more. FSQ Faces, David M. DigiDay Technology Awards, Best Attribution Tool. About the 2022 DigiDay Award for Best Attribution Tool goes to, we sat down with Dan Hebert, FourSquare Senior Manager of Data Science, to learn why FourSquare attribution methodology improved. FourSquare partners with The Points Guy to make travel easier and more cost efficient. FourSquare proudly partners with NAI, Location Solution Provider, Enhanced Standards. Discover your next role. Apply for one of our open positions and invent the future with FourSquare. Visit our career page. Our location, the future of geospatial technology built by FourSquare. Join our FourSquare beta program. The future, okay. Latest from FourSquare, a guide to POI data, getting accurate and reliable location data. CB Insights names FourSquare #1 leader in location intelligence, empowering marketers to drive commerce everywhere. 5 ways location tech will revolutionize your industry. The most innovative brands rely on FourSquare. Rise Interactive and AB InBev. Learn more about FourSquare Knowledge Graph. The trusted leader in location technology and data. Quality at scale. 115 billion check-ins and 9 billion monthly place visits from 500 million global devices. Power a self-refreshing map of 120 million POI in 200 plus countries. Our built-in stop detection ensures visits are accurately attributed to the right place, delivering real-world consumer behavior with context and precision. Learn how. Reliability, our data, your way, with 550 plus integration partners from AWS, that's Amazon, to the trade desk. Our data is accessible in the formats of delivery methods you prefer. Explore your options. Enterprise. Location is our only vocation. With 15 years of experience perfecting our location tech and data, we're committed to scaling with you as your needs evolve. Understand our mission. Innovation. We think big. Privacy first. Location technology platform.
Location intelligence allows you to understand how people and places interact, but all location data is not the same. FourSquare's location technology platform helps you to unlock the full power of location. Our proprietary technology and diverse data sources offer access to unmatched scale, accuracy, and accessibility. With the right location intelligence, the possibilities are endless. Find out what location intelligence can do for your business. Location intelligence allows you to understand how people and places interact, but all location data is not the same. FourSquare's location technology platform helps you to unlock the full power of location. Our proprietary technology and diverse data sources offer access to unmatched scale, accuracy, and accessibility.
Partners: Facebook, ESRI, AWS, that's Amazon, Samsung, Snowflake, Adobe, Twitter, Oracle, and Roku. So these are the companies that are partnering together with FourSquare. Facebook, ESRI, Amazon, Apple, Samsung, Snowflake, Twitter, Adobe, Pinterest, Oracle, and Roku. You can figure out who's not on the list. Committed to data privacy. Learn more about our data privacy standards. Harness the power of location data. Places Studio. Visualize and analyze geospatial data on a planetary scale. Check out a sample. Download NYC Places Sample CSV, comma separated value. In this sample data set, you'll get an example customer delivery of FSQ places for the New York City locality, approximately 48,000 POIs in New York City across all venue categories. Access to the full FSQ places schema, including location information, brand and category, and rich attributes not available from competitors. CSV downloaded for easy viewability, real customer deliveries, adjusted based on your data stack and personal needs. So these are examples right here. Bay Physical Therapy, MTA NYC Subway 207A train. Ranger VI Fishing, Home Direct, Good Energy Consumer Bank Report, Kaplan, Massimilo and Andrews, Fred David International USA, Rivera Partners, Delta Tour and Travel Services, the Grout and Tile Experts, Lower East Side Catering, AutoClick Smart Apartment, TR Crandall Gutters, Neighborhood Deli, 47 Wellness, American Internet Design, The Hudson Company, NYU Speech Language Hearing, Spiritual Readings by Nina, P. and Frank Liquor, MW Group, World Information Transfer, Weiser Pratt Management Company, Newmark Grubb Knight Frank, 75 Rockefeller Plaza, Lightyear Fund 2 Group Holdings, New York Nurse Staffing, Marston and Langinger, Pecker, Abramson. They all must be here in this giant list. European Cleaners and Tailors, 2-bedroom self-catering, North Star Medical, Richmond Tattoo, New Wong Nail Supplies, Masjid Ar Ram, Bronx Refuge Church of Christ, Bensonhurst Park, ECUA Brass, FT4620 Food, Kilm Jewelry, 5-Star Auto Body, Stack Sports Bar, Art of Perfection Events, longitude, latitude, geocodes, address 209 West 93rd Street, New York, New York, New York, postcode, admin region, post town, neighborhood, P.O. Box, date created, date refreshed, 4/17/2023, sports and recreation gym and studio, Pilates studio, likely open, telephone number, website, venue realty bucket, very high, provenance rating 4, all right, there you go, here's some of them. Bronx Refuge Church of Christ. I thought I read earlier where FourSquare doesn't track information about religious sites. Bronx Refuge Church of Christ. Latitude, longitude, geocodes, address. Bronx, New York, New York. This is postal code. Neighborhood, Morrisania, Woodstock. Date created. Date refreshed. FSQ category IDs, Community and Government Spiritual Center Church. Closed bucket, unsure. All right, well, that's enough of that right there. Yeah, products. Yeah, access high quality points of interest data. Learn more, studio, our location-based apps with our site developer tools, transform your advertising, yeah, this is right in New York, yeah. Do you know if your advertising is making a difference on foot traffic to your locations? Take your marketing investment further by using location data to better understand your customers and target them on their journey toward your brand. Attribution. audience, proximity. Get started with FourSquare. Okay, here we go. We help leading global companies tap into this intelligence to create better customer experiences, smart business outcomes. Most trusted independent platform for understanding how people move through the real world. FourSquare proprietary technology unlocks the most accurate, trusted location data. Meet our team, company. Press Get. Guidelines and high-resolution downloads to help the FourSquare brand shine. Brand assets. Leadership photos. Brand imagery. FourSquare logos. FourSquare best practices. Imagery. Topic, product, press release. Press coverage. Culture and people. Kit Krugman, Senior Vice President of People and Culture at FourSquare on Organization Excellence, People and Culture, November 22nd, 2023. Shift Mag, Culture and People, How to Become a Distinguished Engineer with IB Green, FourSquare. Locology. FourSquare welcomes new global head of product. FourSquare enters the future with the geospatial knowledge graph. All press inquiries, please go to. FourSquare for good. See how location data can be used for good. We work with brands, developers, policy makers, data scientists, and nonprofits to make the world a smarter, safer, and more sustainable place through the power of FourSquare location technology. And FourSquare employees, get in touch. FourSquare for good in action. BitCon 2022. FourSquare partners with Blacks in Technology Foundation to close the FourSquare is empowering a generation of change makers with Girls Who Code, providing life-saving resources for veterans with Objective Zero, creating an ecosystem to help level the playing field. Shutterstock, Warby Parker, Vimeo, Tinder, our campaign to save the internet. View case study. This is in New York City, 72nd Street and Broadway. Enriching the streets of New York City life with Link NYC. View case study. Pioneering accessible navigation with Blind Square. View case study. American Printing House, creating an auditory map of the world for people who are visually impaired. Case study. Get in touch with our location experts.